Welcome back, Thunder fans. Look, it was a tough finish to the season, man. We ended a lot sooner. Well, one round sooner than I was hoping for us to end. I really thought we were going to the finals. I really thought we were going to hold back Wemby and the Spurs one more year at least with this current roster. But it is what it is, man. We had 64 win season, first seed in the whole NBA, home court throughout, and we lost in Game 7 at home in the conference finals, man, to it's an emerging Wemby and San Antonio team that wasn't supposed to be there yet, but they beat us. It kind of sucks, man. I'm still bleeding, but look, there is another day coming, and that's going to be next year. I think we're going to be right back here. I do see this result turning around, but some things we've got to do, obviously, in the off-season. No, we don't have to do anything too epic. Obviously, you know, Chet's the easy scapegoat there. Like, he was a no-show, 1 or 2 in a Game 7, like timid as, cost our offense just by not being decisive and not attacking, even taking a shot, for crying out loud. So he was killer, man, but can't focus too much on that, and it's hard to not, because we all know Wemby's going nowhere, man. He's sitting in those Western Conference Finals waiting for us probably for the next decade, man, and he's not anywhere near his peak. That's a scary thing. He can have that impact at both ends of the floor. His defensive impact just completely terrorised our offense. It was obviously made worse by the fact that JDUB's out, AJ Mitchell's out, so we got limited ball carrying going on and shot creation, and they were able to just hound SGA and funnel him towards pain, pretty much towards Wemby, and SGA couldn't get anything going. He had a good Game 7, man. Shame that went to waste. He had no help from the starters, man, but don't crucify Chet just yet, man. He's still got some game in there, man. It's all up here, man. They've got to work on his mental toughness and his aggression and his mindset, because he's still got the skills, man. He's a unicorn. He can shoot that three. He can put it on the floor. He's a great defender, both perimeter and inside, but he's got to get this Wemby is my daddy out of his head. And at the moment, Wemby owns him, man, and he's living rent-free in his head. So don't give up on him, man. I'm sure he can work it out, but we just got to run this back, man, and bring J-Dub back, man, and get J-Dub and AJ Mitchell healthy. The Spurs will not be able to hound the perimeter as well when we've got more ball handling on the floor, you know. It's just not possible. They're a great perimeter defensive team, and they're bloody young as hell. And let's just stop quickly and say, look, the Spurs are getting a lot better than that. This is not going to be the best version of the Spurs that just beat us. The best version of the Spurs is probably still 2 or 3 years away, man. They're going to get a ton better, man. And they're probably going to have all kinds of mid-level veterans jumping on board to help them out and get to some title chasing, man. So they're getting a hell of a lot better, so we have to go with them too, man. And we are far from peaking also, right? J-Dub just needs to get back to 100%, get to the top of his game. There's a lot of internal growth still to come. Now, for me, the moves I think we need to make are not massive. They're a bit more minor, and I'm not looking to sort of chop anyone too severe here. Like, Lou Dort needs to hopefully renegotiate. I'm hoping we can turn down his team option on that contract that was offering 18 mil or whatever, and we can renegotiate a 2 or 3 year deal at about somewhere between 7 and 9 million a year. I think that's fair, and he's going to have to shift to the bench for mine, man. And Cason Wallace has to be a straight up starter there, man. Cason Wallace has got, I think, 2 years left on his deal. We need to make him happy. He's the future at that position. His defense is probably equal to Dort's, and his offense and shooting is way better than Dort's, and his ball handling and creation is way better than Dort's, man. So I don't want to get rid of Dort. I want to renegotiate that contract and get it to a little bit less and get him on the bench. Now, I think that's going to be very difficult, man. It's all well known that he's gone Clutch Sports as his representation, and they're quite known, as everyone knows, they're quite known for trying to bleed as much money out of the team and management for their players. So Lou Dort's going to be a tough one, man. It's going to be real tough. I believe we either pick up his option and just pay him that last year, and then he's going to go because we're not going to be able to afford him, or renegotiate that now, waive that option, and get him on a 2 or 3 year deal worth somewhere between 7 or 9. I think is really fair for a very powerful defensive bench disruptor. His offense also fell off a cliff. Everyone's talking about Chet and wants to crucify Chet. Lou Dort's offense fell off a cliff in the playoffs, man. He had a couple of games, I believe, he didn't score. I haven't got the numbers on me, but I'm sure he's averaged less than 8 points per game in the playoffs, man. He he absolutely lost the plot offensively. He couldn't buy a bucket, man. And look at last year in our championship run, man. He was clutch, man. He hit some bombs. We don't win that Denver series without his offense. Not his defense is great too, but we don't win that Denver series without his offense, man. He bailed us out, and he was just non-existent, man, in this postseason, which is sad. So, Cason needs to take that spot, right? And then Ihart's the tricky one, man. Look what he did to Wemby. He really made Wemby's life difficult, man. But he's also looking at a team option. I think he's close to 19 million a year, or 21 million maybe. They need to do a similar job with him, man. Either pick him up for 1 year and ride this back and see how we go with a full healthy team, or try and waive that option, that team option. He seems very, very happy here, but he's got his title. He's human. He probably wants some money too. But if we can renegotiate that contract somehow down and get him for another 3-4 years, somewhere between 10 and 15 million, probably 12 and 16 million even if we can just shave a few $1 million off that contract, because we got to avoid that second apron like the plague, man. It's gonna be a big number crunch, man, coming for us. So we're in some financial pain. Chet and JDUB's contracts explode, next year into the 40 millions per year. So it gets very painful. Now, I do believe that the casualties of war here are probably going to be Topic. He's not really making it. I mean, he's only on a couple of $1 million anyway. He's only 4 or 5 million. Topic is not really cracking our rotation. He's been given a lot of chances. I know he's had some bad health, man, and I'm not picking on him at all. He had testicular cancer. I had testicular cancer myself. And I've had one removed. I've been there, man. It's nothing to do with that, man. He's just taking a roster spot. He deserves the opportunity also elsewhere. He does have some game, but he's not going to make a dent on our player rotation, man. I believe he's got to go. And the man who they often said, saved basketball, I do believe Wiggins' time very well may be up as well. Now, whether they use Wiggins, Topic, and a pick to move up a couple of spots in the draft, I think that's probably a good idea. We've got pick 12 and I think pick 17. Even if we moved up a couple of slots, use those two players to move, I don't know how much that gets, how further ahead in the draft that gets us, how much value. Wiggins must have some value. Topic, I'm not entirely sure. His value wouldn't be overly high at the moment. Isaiah Joe's an interesting one. He's on a pretty decent contract for us, and I think he's useful to us, but we didn't play him in the clutch, man. Like, we could not buy a 3-ball in the closing stages of that Western Conference Finals series. Now, we were struggling from downtown, man. Why didn't we give Joe a crack? Like, is he dejected? Is he wanting to leave? Like, I don't know, man. I'd like to keep Isaiah Joe going forward, but Jared McCain's come in, and I love him, man. He's courageous. He's fearless. He's drilling the 3-ball, but he had some stinker shot. What do you expect? It was his first bloody postseason. But he had some pretty poor shooting games as well. But I love Jared McCain, and I want him to have a much bigger role off our bench. You got McCain and Mitchell coming off the bench. Isaiah Joe's going to kind of be the odd one out there. And this is leaving out, we got some picks coming up. We got, I don't know, is Youngblood ever going to get a game? We got some players that, are they ever going to get a game because of our rotation? Are we just going to stash them in the G League for, insurance? Are they going to be happy with that? Like, we've got a lot of decisions to make. We don't have to make the higher ends. Look, take this Chet Holmgren crap off the table. Don't trade for Giannis. Don't even think about trading J-Dub, man. Like, his value would be low anyway now after this big injury-ridden seasons. But that kid's going to come back. He's my boy, man. He's going to come back and have a revenge year from hell on both ends of the floor. He's going to get this stupid hamstring straight. Both hamstrings. He's going to get them sorted in the off-season. His hand will be 100% by then, man. He's going to have a Scottie Pippen revenge year next year, man. Trust me, J-Dub. And that's going to take so much pressure off SGA. SGA can go back to being SGA without the world bloody, trying to defend him and double team him because we've lost an all-NBA sidekick. It's crucial, man. Like, J-Dub was such a good player last season. He went to all levels on defense and offense. And to take that away, he played 30 games this season. And, he wasn't really... unfortunately get any kind of run on, which sucks, man. He was my favourite player, man. I've got a full leg tattoo devoted to him. I can put a little image up on here as well. I love the dude, man. He needs another crack, man. So as far as I'm concerned, we run it back. He's an all-level, all-world player that didn't play this season, man. So look, we're not that far off. We lost in 7. We lost that game by 8 points. We're not that far off, man. It's not tragic time. It's not time to panic. And that Sam Presti doesn't do that anyway. Like, this is an intelligent organisation, the best general manager that the world has probably ever seen in most professional sports, so he's not gonna do a knee jerk and start trading the world off. If something presents itself and we've got the option to pick someone up, killer, I'm sure he'll be there and ready to swipe. But you're not going to trade Chet now. His value would be at an all-time low as well. You're not going to trade JDUB because he's stupid to trade someone that good. But you make a couple of small changes. You draft well. Maybe you move up in the draft. You get Thomas Sorba healthy. He looks like an absolute beast. And you're telling me he's not going to help out with Wemby? This is why it's also going to be crucial to keep Ihart this 1 year as insurance. And him and Sorba can take care of some business, I think, and get Sorba up to scruff. Then we look at Ihart next off season if we have to, but don't crunch on Ihart now. I think if you're going to lose anyone now, it's got to be Lou Dort. As much as I love him, Lou's a star. He's been a long mainstay for us. If we have to lose him completely, pick up his option for 18 mil and trade him and get something back. But we've got Cason Wallace waiting in the wings, man, to pretty much replace him, and we've also got Caruso to take care of a lion's share of perimeter defense off the bench. And he's so much more effective off the bench, Caruso, when he doesn't have to have such a role as he did in Game 7. He played too many minutes offensively, ball carrying, trying to create. Took away from his effectiveness and energy on defense, man. He needs to be 95% 3 and D, man. Just shooting 3 balls, drives off steals and dunks, that's fine, that's no problems. But he doesn't need to be initiating the offense and initiating pick and rolls and taking pressure off with ball handling. That's not his role, man. Play defense and use 90% of your energy on defense. And that's what needs to happen from Caruso. So look, the future is still bright. I mean, right now it sucks. We're going to have to watch Wemby probably torch the Knicks. Some people are saying the Knicks got a chance. I don't think so. I can't see Wemby having any problems scoring on any of those people, and I can't see the Knicks working their way around Wemby, like getting good shots and keeping their field goal percentage up the way they have been going lately. And Vassell, Champagny, and Castle, like, as much as I hate to say it, their defense, perimeter defense, is excellent, man. So I see the Spurs winning that one 4-2, maybe even 4-1, but who knows? I'm not going to be bitter and say go Knicks. Whoever wins, wins. We're going to be back next year. The future isn't as dark as it's portrayed right now. We got to a 7th game without a second best player and another key ball handler. And make no mistake, JDUB is our second best player. For many years, people have said, a couple of years, people have said Chet's number 2. He's not, man. It's JDUB. JDUB's our number 2 but best player, okay? By far. He's way better than Chet. If you're going to even think about trying to say, let's get rid of JDUB, man. Give him a chance to come back. He's ready for revenge, I believe. We're going to be back, man. It's not as bad. We've got a number of draft picks. Obviously, there's going to be a big number crunching going on with the salary cap, but we're going to be back, guys. So don't hang it. Don't kill yourself like you probably won't after that loss, because it does burn, man. It burns like hell. But we'll be back, man, and it's a long game with Presty, man. That was 2025 was not our last championship. I promise you that. We're gonna hoist that title again. We're gonna hoist that trophy again, and we're gonna be champions yet again. And the city of Oklahoma will explode once again. We'll bring it back. Don't you worry. It's gonna be painful, but we'll be back. I have so much faith in this team and that management, and pretty much SJ and JDUB as well. So let's go, guys. Thunder up. It's hard to stay positive, but do it, man, because we'll get that gold back. I promise you.